Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Yep, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a screenshot, follow along with the meanings. I did that before already. Welcome, it's me, Wingish Nibe, Majeki Kwe. Yep. Sweet breath, wild medicine woman. You friendly, freaky ass medicine woman. So Christianna superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings. I'm right here too. Yeah, I've changed my location right now because my tablet, well, it needs to be charged. It's always still plugged in. This is my old tablet, so it takes a while to charge too. I plugged it in last night, or yesterday. Yesterday. It died on me yesterday afternoon. I plugged it in. Around one or so. Anyways. And it's still not full. It's been charging all night, and it's still... It's like 87%, whatever. So I'm just recording from over here. Figured we'll jump into this Moonlodge inward tree for centering, because I really need to stay centered in my being, because what's going on right now doesn't make sense, and it's really crazy making stuff. And I feel yes, because, you know, we think this justice system and, oh, there's justice and it's all fair. Until you go through it, until you actually gone through it, you realize how it's unjust. It's not justice. It's just not fair. If you don't have the money, you cannot get fair representation, really, because you're limited. And even if they're good people, it's not to say that those people aren't good, but hey, they can only do, you know, and they're people, they got families and stuff to support too. So you're limited in that support that you can get, right? And then of course when it comes to court, right, the fool that represents himself as a fool for a lawyer or something like that. Lawyer that represents himself as a fool for a client. I don't know. Anyways, there has been things I saw, unfairness and stuff like that. When I thought to kids, though, I thought, yeah, they got not to work on things, but it's people that abuse the system. The system is actually set to be fair. Really, it's not. It's really not. Again, until you've experienced it yourself, you don't really see. I was naive in that because I thought that's, you know. They'd never take my kids away. They don't take the kids away from the mom. Especially a good mom. But they're human beings up there making these decisions too. Subject to charm and all that. They're all subject to bias and all that and their own opinions. They're people. We're all people. It takes work not to put our opinions in there, especially if we're in jobs where we need to remain unbiased. And unbiased is there's no false claims, there's no true claims. And you know, when it comes to abuse, actually, and people hold back, 95% are true. There's only like 4 or 5% that are actually false claims. But due to that small number of false claims, all the ones that are true go through so much scrutiny, and it wears you down, and then you start looking like the picture that's being painted of you because you feel like you're going crazy because you don't want to believe. Don't want to believe this. Tell it Tuesdays. I'm in a position. I'm about to lose everything. Nothing I can say. Even collecting letters. I put out, can I get letters? But that doesn't matter. That's not going to help me. So thank you. Appreciate that. Apparently those letters don't help at all. Except because, you know, the only ones that helped were the ones that were against me because it was my family that spoke against me. You know. And I'll read you their letters. I am going to. I'll read you word for word what's in black and white, what's been submitted to the legal courts. You can tell me if you think that it's true, if it actually paints a picture of who I truly am. Okay? Because what? What do I got to lose? They've already taken my kids. I'm being told not much I can do to get them back. Because the more I fight, the more it looks like, because I'm not a fighter, so it doesn't fit right on me. And then I'm getting distracted by trying to say I'm a good mother instead of saying, well, look, we're here because a 4-year-old girl asked her mother for help. And her mother took appropriate steps to do that. But then in these situations, if somebody's got something to hide, well, they've got to go be, right? Make sure their story gets out there first. They've got to go kind of set a tone, right? And they know her enough to make, admit. And I take responsibility. I do. I take more than my fair share. Oh, that is for sure. More than my fair share. And then I get myself in more trouble because I'm taking more than my fair share. That wasn't my responsibility, so I can't do anything about that because it wasn't me. Whatever that was. I ain't no, like, we're all innocent babies here, but not perfect. I haven't, I'm not proud of every action and all the words I've said or anything like that, but I do my best to try and make up for them, especially with my children. I devastate myself. Just raise my voice a little bit. It's devastating to me because I don't want to do it like that. I don't. And that hasn't happened in a long time. Now they just see me crying more. Poor children. To be torn like that. They don't want to hurt their mom, but they're very afraid of their dad. So that's where they're caught, Mom tells them they don't have to choose, and being here with Mom would never stop them from seeing their dad. I never have, contrary to popular opinion or what's been told out there. I just asked for some time to kind of sort things out. That was it. We agreed on a time, and I was served before the time was even up, so I wasn't even given that chance. It's like gotta bombard her now because they know it's a strategy. Strategy. Gosh, and they're so good at it. And I play right into it. That's where I've got to stop, right? I need to. But the more understanding I have of what's going on in me physically, it's easier the more I can keep that stress down and I don't get as much. So, see. Anyways. 8 minutes, and I wanted to do the inward tree for center ring. Well, let's just dive right in here. Keep watching. I'll read the letters. I'll read every single letter. Maybe I won't say the names or anything like that. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe they'll take ownership. Maybe they'll stand up and say, that was me. I made a mistake. Or maybe they won't. Maybe it'll just make them angrier and more vindictive for their own things. When I'm just trying to live my life, I don't think about them in those ways or whatever. I'm always sending those well wishes, but here, whatever. Whatever. They stole my kids. I ain't got nothing left to lose. Stole my children. Children grow up. They know the truth. They know. Okay, calling in our energies from the east, past illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of men. Calling back all of our energies from the south, that's the waters, the emotions, the children, place of innocence. Calling back all of our energies from the west, that's the earth, the physical, the woman. Place of introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north, that's the wisdom years, the air, the mental. walking a red road or earth walk south in childhood up into the north, where we look at that introspection. Look at goals. We read goals. We decide, what do we want to be when we grow up? We try out these things and see. Maybe we're told. I don't know. Do we look inside or we pulled outside, right? We go up to those wisdom years that we hopefully we see. Seeking and finding that reflection. Everything we sought outside of us has been inside all along. Everything we thought we needed, all that love and everything, it's all inside. It cannot be taken away. They can't take away that I'm their mother. They're my babies. That they came from this body. This body still carries all those birthmarks. East to west is the blue road of spirit. It's always with us. That's the giveaway. So we release it, and that's what I just did. Release it. Give it up. Let go, let God. And praying for that miracle. I am. For my children's sake. For my children's sake. Giving away all of this. Releasing. So we go back to spirit, right? And this body goes back to the earth, right? And we go back up to that source. East to west. Exit it in through the western gate. And that horse, that's our power. The true power lies in the spirit within ourselves, right? Because our bodies, physical bodies are limited. The spirit is limitless. So that's where our true power lies. Tapping in to that source of true power inside of us. Our soul source, right? The source of our soul. It's our powers inside. Above. Below. And within. There we go. I'm going to be able to get a big circle in this one. Maybe. Let's see. Well, not as big as up at the other one there. But whatever. Right. Can you hear me? I'm just muttering. I'm mutter over here. Muttering. Muttering. Mutter. Mutters. Mutter. Oh, swinging. Working hard. Just stay positive. You know, we're growing from this. I don't know what my children's lessons are and all of this either, right? So, I know Divine's got a plan and everything is in divine and perfect order, even when my human brain just can't understand. It's because man's laws don't make sense. You know? God's laws does. Love God, love others. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated. Like, those laws make sense. Man's laws don't make sense. But yet, we adhere to them even more than we adhere to those spiritual laws. What is that? I don't know. We are the sun in the east. That's the whirling spirit. Whirling spirit card. The key to unlocking your spiritual nature and clearly seeing your spiritual talents and abilities. That's the card in the east. Alright, you gotta keep it, right? I can't just go... East. Key to unlocking that spirit. We pray. That's the key. Tapping in, praying for that inner peace. Key to unlocking your spiritual abilities. Going within. Finding that inner peace within. That self-regulation, that control, that prayer and abundance. Look at that, right together. Prayer and abundance. 1 to 19 is 20. 10. There we go. That's how we see that connection. We see all that we're given. We see that our lives are really, really so abundant. Look at all that we have. There's others that are going without. Let's pray. Pray for that abundance for ourselves, for others, and see, what have we not seen? What is in our abundance that we have not seen? Maybe we're denying that it's there. Maybe we're so caught up in everything else. So maybe we can pray to see that abundance. Pray to that great spirit. Prayers of gratitude. Saying thank you. Because the more thankful you are, the more abundance will become to you. Right? That gratitude brings more to be grateful for. Right? Depends on where we're looking. Right? Even those prayers, if we're focused on all that negative, then we can kind of make that come true too, maybe. Let's look at what we already have. It's all in there. So we need to go inside to see it. That's the key to unlocking. Going inside, sitting in that silent prayer with yourself. Pray, pray, double prayer. Find that abundance. Look at what you already have. Then we go to self, your true emotions, feelings about a situation or a person, right? So what that says, this card is the new growth or seed card. Look to this card for possible beginnings in either personal relationships or in how you relate to environment. The Moonlodge spread, this card may reveal your true feelings about someone or something. It is the card that will show you your hidden emotion towards a person or thing. Your hidden emotions. Right here. That was 1, 3, sure. Hidden emotions about a person or a thing. That allies and support, right? What's your hidden emotions about those people around you? About your allies and support? Are they really your allies and support? Are you your own best ally and support? How do you feel about yourself? The situations that you're in. Have you been feeling supported through this all? For me, I just keep praying. So I do have those allies and support. They weren't the people that I thought they would be. A lot of it, most of it comes from spirit. So if I didn't call on that, I would be. Probably wouldn't be here. Not that I would hurt myself. But I know my heart has been so broken. Really die from a broken heart because you feel so unwanted, me and your kids. Seem to be annoyed by you and stuff like that. Not all the time, right? It's not. It's not. But when you've gone through this for so many years, the things can be intensified, right? So that's where. What's that? Allies and support. You need to be your own biggest ally and support. You're the biggest one. That gentleness. I'm not going to be hard on us. That's spirit. Spirit. We're hard on ourselves. Spirit isn't. Then we can pray to find, can we make this easier on ourselves? God, help me not to be so hard on myself. Creator, whatever that is for you, right? Finding that gentleness, right? And your allies and support are not going to be hard on you. They should be gentle. They're not, you know, we get enough pressure and criticism that allies and support are not there to really push us. They're there to say, no, we got you, right? If you're falling back, whoa, you know, I can be there to help you if you're stumbling, to help you maybe catch your balance. Maybe you just need an arm out there because you're going to tip. Whatever that is. And gentleness. Our allies and support should not be beating us up, trying to teach us lessons. That's not their job. Right? Yes, we teach each other lessons, but you know what? By living our lives, not by going, oh, you should do this, you should do that. People tend to rebel, even if we're not rebellious sometimes, right? Because we innately know what we need, what we don't need, what's working for us, what's not working for us, because we're the ones living inside of us. We can feel how that's feeling inside, right? So our best allies and support aren't the ones that push us. No. They're the ones that hold space and support us, maybe hold that flashlight, whatever. But they don't push us. They don't think that they know better for us. Okay, and there's a red flags too. Somebody thinks they know better for you than you. Red flag. Somebody gets upset with you because you don't do what they think you should do with your life. Red flag. Anyways, okay, let's move it on. Sorry, excuse me. Over into the west. This is the dream within the dream. Right? Yes, the dream within the dream. It may lead to your real purpose in life, so study it carefully. Is your dream a vision or product of your superficial ego? Or are you being truly introspective and realizing the goals which your higher self is suggesting? It is here in the West that you impregnate yourself with your real life mission. Impregnate yourself. Maybe I did that last night because it was my anniversary with myself last night. Excuse me, swinging. Gotta swing it, right? Dream within the dream. It is the dream within the dream. Have my children back home with me. Excuse. Death and rebirth, look at that, and we exit through the western door gate. So that death and rebirth, right? May not be the way we ever thought it was, right? Well, we'll work within it. Keep praying for that peace as we're going through these death and rebirth. Remember, every ending is a new beginning, and it could be to, we don't know what those lessons are for each. Every breath is a little death and rebirth, right? Death, rebirth. Look at that void, that unlimited potential in there. If we're hanging on to something and we're not letting it die naturally, let's say, then we're not opening up to that limited potential. We're keeping ourselves stuck and stagnant. I mean, personally, and going in through this, I don't want to lose my kids. I feel my kids should be here with me. But maybe they need this as a balance. They've had this, their foundation years with their mother. Maybe this is part of a balance for them. I don't know. I can't dream their dreams for them. Right? We can't dream our dreams for our kids. Teaching them how to tap into that unlimited potential in them and into us, and letting it die, death and rebirth. Right? They gotta walk. We can't hold on to our kids. They're gonna grow up. Right. And I am more than just a mother. When we become parents, we don't stop being human beings. So have we forgotten, and we've, been so focused on our kids that we haven't shown them an example of us following our own dreams, or, letting our dreams die right? Maybe they got into resentments or whatever. We have to look at that inner selves. We don't want to be placing that on our children. What is that? Right? Because you're responsible for unlocking the potential inside you. It's what you can do with it. Nobody can do stuff with your potential, right? What is that? We can have allies and stuff to guide us, and maybe went through the same stuff. Whatever that is. Let's do that in gentleness. And then we'll go up into the north and find the wisdom we may not have known that we have in ourselves. And the north indicates the inner wisdom you may not have recognized in yourself. The north is a place of wisdom and knowing. Therefore, if you're looking outside for the answers, this card gently nudges you to following the animal's lead to find the same wisdom within yourself. Studying this card with the idea of knowing yourself will break any self-deception. Study this card with the idea of knowing yourself. This is all. It's going within. It's general. We all go through these lessons. But we might get something very different from each of them. That's going within, tapping into those prayers. What does this mean to me? What are you trying to say to me through this, Creator? Oh, excuse me. North. Your inner wisdom. The advancement. Look at how far we've come already. How far have you come already? And what has taken us back? Is there stuff that brought you forward, but if you continue to do that, will now hold you back? Because we can do that. Some of the things and behaviors and those survival techniques, they helped us to survive, but they will not help us to thrive. What is that saying for you? That transmutation. Look at all the times you've transmuted poison. You are still here. You have survived 100% of everything you have gone through till now. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, pat yourself on the back. Look at that, right? When a snake grows, he has to shed that skin. If he doesn't want to shed that skin, he's going to get too crowded, and he's going to stifle himself, probably smother himself and die. I don't know. But that skin gets shed right off. And then you need to be careful, because when you're in that new skin, it might feel uncomfortable, right? But that's how we advance. We have to let go, shed that old skin, let that new growth come in. Right? And that new growth, it's soft, it can be tender. Let's resist that urge to try and callous it up again. Let's keep it soft and supple. That's how we advance. That's how we expand. And this is what this is totally what our world needs right now. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for every one of us. Right? So true. Okay, stop messing. I'm messing around, and I'll be messing around. Oh my God, she said, leave him alone. Get to the central card. The true self, because once we know the true self, those without can never again fool us. And that's basically what it says, right? The central card indicates the integration point of all the directional medicines of your personal unconscious. It is the power shield of your true self. This is a card of the circle of knowing the within, the tap root of your personal consciousness. Knowing the true self, the within, and those without can never again deceive you. We tap in to our systems. We're listening to our bodies. We know who we are. We know who we are. We are a reflection of our Creator. We are made in our Creator's image, every single one of us, no exceptions. And as we look out, everyone else is a reflection of that divine right back at us too. As I said, maybe I'm here, right? Divine works through us. I don't know the lessons Divine's trying to teach, working through me in my family. Or what is Divine trying to teach me, working through them? I don't know. But all I can do is see my part in that, see my reflection, see who I am, live from that light inside of me. 3 is a number about self-expression, right? And we're all that self-expression of the divine. And there's Ant. That was coming up into my head when I was thinking, we know what to do. We can tap in that. We don't need others to tell us what to do. Ant does not need supervisors. They just go and do their jobs. And I was just watching something. We as people don't need to have big governments and stuff like that. In our own little communities, we can all work together. We naturally, if we just follow, and we're not trying to push somebody into doing something, and everybody just follows what's in their hearts, what they were designed to do. Because we're not all designed to do the same thing. Not every ant was designed to do the same thing. They do their jobs. And they all look very different, but they're all part of that same colony. It's the same as us. So let's see that reflection that we are. Beautiful reflection. You are a beautiful reflection and expression of that divine. You are made in Creator's image. Every single one of us, no exception. Right? So let's have patience with ourselves if we think that we're not. Okay? Have patience with yourself if you think you should be, oh, I should have been here by now. I should have done that by now. I need it this way. Patience. And if you're not feeling patience, why is that? Are you hooked on one way of things turning out? right? That this, you've placed a meaning, and this is what will happen. This will turn out, or maybe you're waiting. I can be happy when this happens, or even I say, how can I be happy without my children? Well, whatever. Am I limiting myself there then too? Right. So let's look at that. Let's have a look at that. Okay, let me clear these up. I just keep falling all over. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Right, let's look here. Where are we going to separate this? Right here. Right there. I don't know if that's where it was naturally before, but whatever. That's that true self, that unlimited vision of who we are, the self-expression. There's that 3 too, right? Because it's that, right? And as we expand and advance that vision, right? That image and the knowledge of our Creator, right? We're here, we're learning. I like that somebody says we're data collectors. We're bringing back that knowledge to the divine and helping to expand the whole consciousness of all of creation, right? Fulfilling that unlimited vision that Creator had of itself, right? And that self-esteem, right? Creator wanted to know all the different ways it could be, what it could turn itself into. And look at that, a blade of grass, a human being. Look at that amazingness, right? And that boosts. We be confident knowing we are all part of this source. No exceptions. They'll come from the same source, no matter what you call it. We're all on this earth together. We're in this together, no matter what. Believe it or not. You don't have to believe it for it to be the truth. And just because you believe it doesn't mean it's the truth. So let's look in that unlimited vision. So many ways we can be in this world. Let's see if I can get it sitting up over here. Ah! Knocking all those over. I want to quickly get to the medicine woman tarot. There we go. Leave it up like that. Leave those like that. You see everything like that? Okay. This over here like that. Unlimited vision of it all. And I'm going to put this one because, right, that was the top card, that was the bottom card. Looking at those self-esteem. That unlimited potential of all we could be. Whatever that is. Might say something different to you than it does to me. Okay, in the east, we will pray, we will pray, we will pray, we will pray every day. Thoughts, whatever you want to call it, meditate, whatever, guide. The Hermit, completion, foundation, the guide on the path up the high mountain, right? This is that prayer. This is that connection. Connecting to the source. Connecting to our higher wisdom. Being guided by the source. The higher self. Not the ego self. The higher self. Wow, and that's spirit there too. Praying to spirit for that abundance. Seeing how abundant we already are. All that we already have to share. And are we sharing it? So that guide is with us. Keep praying for that abundance and you will receive it. Ask and ye shall receive. Ask and ye shall receive. It's not staying up there like that. Okay, whatever, right? Stop fussing. Let's get down into the south then. Being gentle with ourselves as we're being guided. We pray for that guidance. We pray for wisdom. We pray for courage. Okay, we're already strong. You start praying for strength, you'll be given a series of things to strengthen you, right? What doesn't kill us make us stronger. So no more praying for strength or strong enough. Let's pray for that courage to stand up. To stand up. Be our best ally and supporter. See that our best ally and support is our spirit that's always with us and is always gentle with us. We get rough on ourselves and each other. Spirit's gentle. I just saw something flip around there. The devotion of joy and healing. So and that's the true feelings. We all want to be feel joy. We all want to feel healed, but we get to choose what we're devoted to. So that's the feelings, your true feelings. Have you been an ally and support to joy and healing? You learning to share that love? Remember we read about the bowls yesterday. That's the loving support. Are you feeling that connection to that source? Are you feeling disconnected from your source? Do you feel like your source is an ally and support, or is just sitting there ready to punish you? What are your true feelings about your source, about your soul, about yourself, about the people around you? Are you gentle with yourself? Are you gentle with the people? Are you trying to push that healing, or, feeling it as it comes, right? Because even joyful feelings, so can't last. We want those to last. We want the sad ones to go away. Let's have that balance. Let's feel them all. So all will make us beautiful. That's here. We're going into that complete immersion into the West, right? Complete immersion into that death and rebirth. Here, I am ready. Take me, right? That's the Hanged Man. The vision quest fulfilled. So we're here, right? Creator wanted to see what he could make himself into, and here we are. That's the vision quest refilled. There's the reflections that we are. And hey, see that reflection? Right? We put a stone in there that kind of, our reflections can't be very clear, right? But as we look and we keep focusing on it, we do that complete immersion, that water will still, and it will become very clear. So it's that patience. Sometimes we need patience to fully go into those feelings, knowing that we're not going to get lost and we're not going to come out, because sometimes we don't want to feel those feelings because we think we're just going to cry forever. But that's that devotion of joy and healing. We need to go through those sorrows, right? The only way out is through. The only way out is in and then through. So what is that for you? And Spirit's with you as you're doing that, guiding you through this. You're supported. These are major arcana, so Spirit is with us throughout. Never leaves us. We separate ourselves. So we must be completely immersed in our higher self, our soul, our source. Tap into that message, and what part are we of that unlimited vision that Creator had for himself, their self. And then we go up to the north, right? That wisdom that we may not have known. Wisdom is right there, that will to do. That's the wisdom. Everything that's happened has been a result of our will, our choices in some way. As we're children, yeah, people might push their wills on us. As we get older, if we don't look back and shed those skins of all that was placed on us, right? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to shed those old beliefs? Are you willing to be vulnerable? Ooh, that's your greatest strength. Are you willing to align your thoughts with the will of the divine? Or do you think you need to stay in control? But that's that wisdom in you. You have free will. Free will. You get to choose. You get to choose. And is your choices helping you to move forward and advance, and advancing all? Or are they keeping you trapped in that old skin? How do you like the skin you're in? And then that center, that true self, and then those without can never fool us. Again, that true self. Here's that true self tapping into who we really are. Does it not anybody's opinion of us? We are who we are. We are who Creator made us to be. We are not some people's opinions. Remember, opinions are like, yep, everybody's got one. We don't need to see everybody's poop shoot, so we don't need to hear everybody's opinion. Opinion is the lowest form of knowledge. So, are you so attached to your opinion? Let's see. Listen to your heart. Listen to the truth of the sages. We have 3 of arrows and 7 of arrows, right? This is our mind, our thinking. What are we aligning our thinking with? What are we aligning our will with? Right? That's our thoughts. Are we aligning it with that source? Because we can pray to align with that source, to immerse ourselves completely. Pray for that joy and healing. We can listen to our heart and listen to the truth of the sages. Listen to where that's guiding us, to our mind. All our relations are there. The truths of the sages, all those that have gone before us, they've left us. They've left us warnings, information. They've left us their mistakes, things to learn from. They want us to grow from that, not to keep going backwards. They've showed us ways that work. They showed us ways that didn't work. Why do we keep repeating the things that didn't work? And there's an old sage inside of you, your soul. Do you tap into that which is still connected to that source? Because we have never been disconnected from our source. That's the truth. Listen, what are you being called to do? Right? Listen to those sages. What has God made you to do? What is that reflection you see out in the world? Right? The sages, people that have already been there and done that, you know? Okay, like I'm feeling like I need to do something like you're doing. How did you do that? What did you do to prepare yourself for that? Whatever that is. Whatever that is for you, it's having those patience and knowing. Knowing everybody has a job to do here. Everybody's going to be a sage in their own day and own time, in whatever way that is for them, right? There we go, snake at the bottom here too. Because we need to transmute, right? Rebuild these foundations, shed those old skins. We need to begin again. Death to the old ways, rebirth to the new. Death to what wasn't working. And not people, not, it's not, oh, let's go kill those ones that try to control us. No, we need balance of both. All of that, good and bad, even that toxic shit becomes those fuels. So we need that shit to be able to transmute, make fertilizer. Okay? Everything is needed and essential here. Even what we would deem as bad or whatever, right? Again, being recycled, that waste. And hey, it's wasted. If we start criticizing others, look at that. Stupidity is in the eyes of the judgmental, right? Is a fish stupid because it can't climb a tree? Let's keep looking at that. Why do we judge people? Saying what's stupid and what's not from our own perceptions. It's just, let's get that ego way the heck out of there. Pass on that knowledge and share, If we, instead of saying somebody's stupid, hey, maybe they didn't learn that. Maybe they need to be taught that. I don't know. Right? Because some people might think, oh, God, people are so stupid. They think their food comes from the grocery stores. Hello, it comes from Earth. It's not stupidity. If you've been raised that this is the way it is, then you don't know. So you're not stupid because you don't know and you've never been taught. You're not stupid if you weren't designed for that kind of thing. Right? The fish was not designed to climb a tree. It doesn't mean it's stupid because it can't climb the tree. So let's really look at ourselves. How have we been judgmental? And then do we judge ourselves? And then we're passing on as we criticize ourselves. When we're recognizing things in others that, oh, we're denying in ourselves or we criticize ourselves for, we're going to criticize that in others. So if we release our inner critics, maybe we'll stop criticizing those on the outside. Because how do we know what their jobs are? How do we know what they were designed to do? That's between them and Creator. All of this is between us and our Creator. And our guides that Creator assigned to us. To help us through, to help discover those secrets inside of us. Of who we truly are. It's all inside. It's an inside job. It's an inside job. I'll do mine and you do yours. It's an inside job. Whatever. There we go. Anyways, can you see those all? There we are. That's the inward tree for centering. Know the true self. Those without can never fool you again. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being gentle with yourselves. Thank you for shining your light bright. Thank you for connecting and aligning your will with the highest and best of all. I don't know. The highest intentions or, the highest and best interest of all. What we do affects all. Let's shift. Let's do that healing in ourselves. We can't do it for anybody else. Let's do our within work. Let's get strong as moose in who we are. because we know who we are. We were designed for a purpose here. We all were. So we're seeking and finding that reflection that we personally are of our Creator. Love you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do, because you know it. This world needs you. Thank you. Love you.